Hello and welcome back to another episode of Break the Press. And today we've got the biggest game in London for Dean. It's the
It's not a big
Arsenal.
game for Avid either. What?
He might prefer the North London derby more as a big game.
No,
He's
he
at the bar.
genuinely views Chelsea as a bigger rival because he doesn't know Tottenham fans like that.
All right, fine. Okay, the biggest game in London
Yes.
each season. The game that these two look forward to. Well, the other guy's not here. Avid is not here, unfortunately, but I'll be stepping in to replace him. Uh, Arsenal v Chelsea at the Emirates. Well, let's get straight into it. Dean, give us your
Yeah, yeah,
thoughts
yeah.
leading up to this game.
See this prison. See this prison behind me.
Yeah, I do. I do. You deserve to be in there.
That represents my club right now. That represents the desperation we feel in getting out and actually beating Arsenal for the first time. I don't know how many games it's been.
You don't know how many games it's been? Oh, don't
Yeah, how many
worry.
has it
I'll
been
pull it
since
up
we
for
beat
you.
Arsenal?
I'll pull it up for you. Right there.
That is
Right there.
disgusting.
In all
Wow.
comps, that
Oh,
is
that's
your record
disgusting.
against them.
Oh,
Now,
they've even put Havertz on the front. Nice.
yeah, let's just analyze it. Let's analyze it. We start off with 2-2,
What game is
and
that?
then
Oh yeah, 1920 at the bridge.
yeah, and then
Then
2-1,
Emirates. Yeah.
3-1,
Yep.
1-0.
I
Then you
remember
beat
that one.
them. That's the Lukaku game. Remember Lukaku? Was that Lukaku's
Yeah,
game?
we did. Lukaku debut is the last time we
Yeah.
beat them. Yep.
Reece James goal as well.
Yeah.
And then Eddie and Ketia on the corner
That's the
flag with the
Malang Sarr disaster class. I'll never forget. Yeah.
1-0. That's when this is when they start becoming good, right?
Yeah, that's when they destroyed us. Do you remember the Aubameyang beef?
Yes.
The build up, they destroyed us that game. I
Arsenal, it's not
couldn't forget
personal.
that. Yeah.
And then you lost 3-1. Drew 2-2.
That was when we were like 14th and the season was
Now
done.
let's talk about that one.
Which one? The 2-2?
No, the one below it.
The 5. Let's not talk about that.
Let's talk about that. What happened in that game?
That doesn't say that's wrong. They got it wrong. That didn't happen.
Oh, they got it wrong.
That didn't happen.
We got 1-1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 1-1.
1-0. 1-1 this season at the Stamford Bridge in the league.
Oh yeah, in the Premier, we should have won that game.
Yeah. Was it Esteval? Yeah, Esteval scored.
Nah, it was Chalobah. Chalobah scored.
Did he?
What happened was Chelsea dominated that game. We're dominating. Reece James got himself sent off. Oh, not Reece James. Caicedo got himself sent off, and then
Yeah,
he had to play 10 men. But everyone was praising us for how well we played and dealt with them. And we celebrated.
Then I mean, listen. That's when you win a title race. You know how times change. Look how times have changed. And then we got the Carabao Cup games, obviously, at the end there with the 3-2 and 1-0.
Yeah, rage bait in the final game. Yeah, with Kai Havertz scoring that winner. Look, it's not been good. It's not been good. I think if you even check a few years before that, our record against them has been inconsistent. I grew up watching Chelsea being a team that handled Arsenal, right? You think of Wenger's 1000th game, like, and go beat them 6-0. That was the kind of mentality I grew up with. I expected Chelsea to beat Arsenal, home and away. And yeah, over the years, that's gone. That's disappeared. And I dread playing Arsenal, unfortunately, because it's not even like they're a kryptonite in per se. It's just we can never seem to get one over them. We've had games in recent years where we probably should have won, and then we ourselves have bowled it. So I mean, this is a big game for us. This is a big game for them too, because obviously the title race heating up like crazy. They just had a very good result against Spurs, but the game before that they dropped. It's a big game for both teams to make statements here. Big game for Rafinha too, because Rafinha's pedigree so far against Arsenal hasn't been very good. Pedigree in big games in general has to be questioned because he's just played teams that are lower in the league and he's done well in most of them. Of course, recently we talked about those games, but in terms of the general games he's done well. But Arsenal, he's played a couple of times already. The big games he's played and he's not done well. So yeah, it's going to be a big game for both teams. And yeah, if you're asking me immediate predictions to make,
you seem very nervous.
Not nervous because
anxious.
I'm not anxious. It's just more like
you are. Come on, this could be your annual. It's an annual hammering nowadays.
I can't when I saw Gyökeres put in the 4th goal. That's when I was like, you know what?
That was a good goal.
Ooh. Yeah, he was
against your centre backs.
That's the problem. That is the problem. That's what I was going to highlight. Our defense in the last few games, capitulations left, right, and centre, and we've dropped points in Leeds and Burnley. Despite the fact that
name some names.
You want me to name some names? Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. We had 10 minutes of bad football where the entire team was terrible against Leeds. and that capitulation. I remember Chalobah was involved in the build up of that goal where he miskicks the ball. Achimpong doesn't clear his lines. Gusto gets it's just like a collective. Like I can't blame a single player. It's like a collective issue. Like we just struggled for those 10 minutes and conceded a silly goal. Then in the Burnley game again, Fana gets himself sent off from a 1-0 up, and he's pressing like crazy all the way up the pitch. I get that it's his tactics. We're seeing his tactics when we're supposed to press, and we were trying to go 2-0 up. But you're on a yellow card. Like you've got to use your brain there. And he gets less leeway because this is a guy we bought for, people forget, £80 million, I think it was.
Big money.
£80 million, and this is the kind of inexperience I'm seeing at this level from him. It's like, we clearly need more centre backs. We clearly need better defenders. And look, Arsenal have what we don't in terms of probably the best defence in the world. And the way they held off against us in that second leg in the Carabao Cup with the defence that they had, that is the kind of struggle and fear that Arsenal give me, because I know that even if their attack is off or whatever, we've seen this season they've had problems in the attack. You can always rely on their defense. Whereas for us, it's the polar opposite. If our attack's not firing and we're at the Emirates and our tactics are not working and Arsenal are piling on the pressure, I don't trust our defense to deal with the situation. I don't trust our defense to, put out Eze's, the Gyökeres's, even if they're not playing particularly well. So that's my biggest concern, and that's why I don't really trust us going into this game.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trust it either after seeing that record. I didn't realize it was that bad. I actually didn't realize it was that bad.
It's a disgrace, honestly. Like I don't know what's happened. So and this is the thing: the board, the owners of this club have said we're supposed to see things changing under since the Abramovich reign. But our record, not just against Arsenal, against sides in the Big Six in general, have gotten worse as the years have gone by. And it's like, well, you guys have come in and said this is going to change about Chelsea, and we're going to move past Roman's ways of the run in the club. And we've gotten worse. We've gotten worse domestically, at least since then. And, playing against big sides in general is an issue for us. And Arsenal have become a thorn in our side, a big thorn in our side.
They have, but this could be your chance. If there was ever a chance for your team to step up, it would be right now in tomorrow's game.
I mean, it would. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you win, City
we put
win,
a big dent. We put a big dent in their title.
That's a big dent.
Yeah. And I don't want to hear anything about like, oh, why are we not helping Arsenal or whatever? Like, it's rigged for us. To everyone's trying to help City win, because we've gotten points off City. We literally Enzo Fernandez last minute winner. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to hear nothing about if we do end up winning or whatever. Like, everyone's fighting against Arsenal. Like, no, we want to win our own games. We have our own battles to deal with, and yeah, I know we've got a very big. I don't know. Okay, I don't know how big right now, but it's going to be big. I think our little battle we're having in the top 5 race. You guys,
they ain't about with us. We are not with you. We are not the same.
You're with Villa, yeah.
We're with Man City. What are you talking about? Like.
Let's be serious here. We've got so many silly points.
Yeah, you should have been. You predicted you're going to finish second. What happened with that?
My club let me down, okay? My club let me down, okay? What am I supposed to do about my club? Just, we were winning.
Well, I mean, you hyped up your club. You said your team is better than Arsenal's.
This is why, I mean, look, after the Club World Cup that we had and the performance, and there's a collective praise from everybody, it should have been a nice season to start becoming more serious. And yeah, look, they sack managers, and there's been now a whole rebuild, and we have to go through things again. And now I'm looking at a game against Arsenal thinking, I hope we can get a result, instead of thinking, oh, we should be challenging now. The last time we played Arsenal with Maresca, that was a completely different feeling. It's like Chelsea probably can get a win out of this, and they should have got a win out of that game with Maresca. Now we're looking at it, the reverse fixture, and it's like, well, there's a whole new manager, there's a whole new system to deal with, and I want to win, but it's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a lot of effort and a miracle maybe to do it.
But miracles can always happen. But speaking of Rafinha, you've had him for now, what? 2 months, 3 months?
2 months and something. He came in January, so. Because he came end of December. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's been like 2 to 3 months, yeah.
Yeah. So what difference have you seen between him and Maresca in terms of how Chelsea are playing?
I mean, there's a complete difference in the way we attack. If you watch, especially in the last few games we've had where it's starting to click a lot more, we do like to attack in central areas. So we want to bring teams in, by playing out the back, and then usually it's been Andre Santos who's been the trigger. He'll play a pass out wide, and then the ball comes. We'll go to the fullbacks. They drive up the pitch, and essentially we just play as much central attack football as we can, and it's very direct. There are some really nice players you'll see where 2, 3, 4, 5 passes down through the middle, and we're launching an attack against the other team, and it's really, really fun to watch when it clicks. The problem is that we've not been taking these chances, and this is going to be it's been a controversial point. I think it's been starting to be talked about within the Chelsea fandom. But Cole Palmer, in the last few games, he's had.
We can't talk about Cole. Well, we can't.
What do you mean we can?
Because every time we talk about Cole Palmer, the Chelsea fans will come and say,
it's funny because against other rival fans, you're going to defend the player in it. But like, I'm starting to see it now. I remember looking at the Chelsea highlights for the Burnley game, and I was seeing in the comments like people are saying, Palmer needs to be dropped and this and that. And I get the sentiment because his decision making in these recent games has been weird. Decisions that he shouldn't be messing up, areas that he actually wants to get the ball, finding space in those central areas, which Rossini's tactics allows him to do. And yet it's like he's just making the wrong decision, wrong passes. He had a 1v1 against Burnley. He gets around Kyle Walker, does very well, but then just scuffs his shot. And it is weird, but this is the problem. I'm not still trying to use the excuse of an injury because it has been a while, and he clearly is improving his fitness if he can play these games. But as time goes on, because the season is still going, we've got 10 games left and we've got Champions League as well. It is imperative that Palmer plays as many minutes as he can because we want to continue to build that sharpness. Say for now he's not playing very well. Who are you going to put in that area, the pitch, for him to actually do what he wants? Are you going to put like a Garnacho through the middle? I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think Esteval can do the recovery runs and the defensive work needed to put Esteval through the middle. I've seen Neto has done well in the games he's been in the middle, but again, he's played in the cup games in the middle. Did
he not score a hat-trick?
Yeah, he scored a hat-trick against Hull City, and he played in midfield. He played in that kind of 10 role, and it worked. Maybe that's an option, and you drop Palmer or you play him on the right. But I just don't think it makes sense to drop Palmer when you want to improve his fitness. He's going through a bit of a rut. To then, especially in a time where everyone's trying to learn the system, and it's a system that is very advantageous for him, for a player like him. It's supposed to get the best out of him and get him the ball as much as he can. Rossini's football is very similar to Pochettino's in the sense that it's direct, it's counter-attacking, it's running at the other team and using supporting runs to, allow central players to get the best out of them. And it's not surprised that under Pochettino, Palmer played the best football then. Mm-hmm. And it's like I'm watching these games where Palmer's in these areas, and it's like I'm seeing Pochettino Palmer again. But the problem is his own individual issues and sharpness. He's messing up decisions, wrong passes. He's going for nutmegs when he doesn't need to, not shooting when he could shoot. It's that kind of stuff that needs to click very soon for him. And if it does, don't be surprised if there's an uptick in form, because the football right now suggests that Palmer should be doing better. He himself is just having a bit of a rut.
Do you think you're not misprofiling him though?
People are misprofiling him.
Well, more Chelsea are misprofiling him in terms of how you talk about how Rossini wants to play direct football, right, and more central, right?
Yeah.
But you bring up Pochettino, right? But wasn't Palmer's best football when he was coming off the right, coming inside? So like, right. Surely if you just put him out on the wide and have him come in central, that would help him out more.
So you're right, but this is the thing. Obviously, Pochettino's and Rossini's systems are similar, but the way the wingers operate in Rossini's system, at least from what I've seen so far, they don't really come in centrally like that. Now, obviously, a player like Palmer does prefer to do that kind of thing, so maybe you'll see it happen more often in a game. But I don't know. I think the central area, that position, that attacking 10 kind of attacking midfielder role, it's not a position any of our players can currently play. So even if you don't want Palmer in that area, I don't really see who else you're going to put there. Like I don't trust Neto.
Oh yeah, you games. Really sign anyone for that number.
Exactly. 10. Yeah, I mean, look.
For the money that you spent, you missed him out. You missed out on a number 10.
Look, I've been just as critical as the board, at the board, as everyone else has regarding our transfer policy and who we brought in and misprofiling players. Look, Garnacho seems to has fizzled out.
Great signing.
He's a great signing. He's played less on
He's a 3-time Ballon d'Or winner. Come on, man. Have some respect. Do you know who else won 3 Ballon d'Ors? Van Basten, and he was a great player.
He is 3, isn't it? That's mad. Is it 2 or 3?
3. He's on 3.
That's crazy. People should put this guy in bigger debates, no?
Yeah, they
Like, he
should,
should
but
be in the
it's because
R9
he
debates.
retired at 28. That's why.
But that
Yeah,
that makes it even more impressive.
I
Man.
know, I know. And his goal
Yeah.
record as well, his goal scoring record.
That's what I mean. Ridiculous. I don't. That's a weird one. He should be in. It's maybe because of international stuff. I don't know, but like the World
But he
Cup.
won international cups, didn't he?
They won the
Didn't he?
Euros, obviously the volley, the iconic volley. But I mean, at the World Cups, I don't think he ever featured at a World Cup. I can't remember him at a World Cup.
Well, he was there as a manager. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's true. Anyway, to my Van Basten.
Garnacho,
yeah,
same player, same level. maybe Garnacho will win 3 Ballon d'Ors in the next few years and then retire at 28. Maybe that's what it is.
For those of you
Maybe
who don't know,
that's what we're missing.
this guy has made this joke.
I made a joke. I didn't
This
make nothing.
running joke has continued for so long. Look, that version of
Why?
Garnacho, that I
Yeah.
said could be that good, was at a time where he was actually humble, hardworking, and he was actually
Yeah.
better than what he is now. Go back and watch his clips.
But when you get to the top, the ego comes out, and that's what he is. Look,
Well,
that's
not
what
me. That you expect 16-year-old me to be like, oh, expect him to do what he's doing.
But when you have 3 Ballon d'Ors, this is the ego that you have. Like, you think you're the best. So, like, what are you shocked about? What's
You're
wrong?
gonna
I don't
join me
see
in
what's wrong.
prison, mate. You're gonna join me in the prison.
No, I'm never coming in. Don't drop the soap. I won't be there.
Oh, whoa! Calm down. I didn't say nothing about soap.
Nothing. Anyway, let's move it on. Garnacho, yeah, and the number 10 phased out.
No, we're not doing that. Palmer's staying in the 10. I hope he does well in this game against Arsenal.
No, we talk about Garnacho being phased out.
Yeah, being phased out because look, the wingers operate very differently under Rosinha. They don't get the ball as much. They're kind of part of the build-up more than being specifically being relied upon to constantly attack their wingers. From what I've seen so far, maybe the plan will be different. Obviously, Arsenal have an incredible midfield, so getting through them is going to be quite difficult. So that's where you're going to have to start relying on wider players. So maybe we'll see a difference in the game. I don't know, but at least from what I can see, is we got to be patient with Palmer in terms of his sharpness. Has he been poor? Yes, I know he's got a hat trick and stuff, but I'm not going to deflect. I've been watching the games.
2 penalties.
Oh yeah, so he's just not supposed to score them. Yeah, like that argument is silly. For me,
I mean,
when
Bruno Fernandes scored them, I mean, I didn't hear the end of it from you, but
What?
When Bruno Fernandes used to score all them penalties, left, right, center, you never let me hear the end of it. But
now
when Cole Palmer scored it,
no. I've never been that. I was never that critical. I just found it incredible how many penalties go. And
yeah, because they were legit penalties.
I know, like our ones. That you're coming at me for having the same values as you do. Like you do realize we're on the same team here.
Yeah, but agenda's got an agenda.
Great. You're just fighting me for no reason.
I'll fight you in a top 5 battle.
Oh, I thought you said you're fine with City. Huh?
If you win tomorrow.
Okay.
There's a fight. There's a dog fight.
Who are you playing?
Crystal Palace.
Should be a win. That should be a win.
Maybe. We don't really beat them at Old Trafford.
Oh, it's Old Trafford.
We don't beat them in general, actually.
You don't beat them in general, but you beat them at Selhurst Park. And that was Amram.
Yes, but a fun fact about Crystal Palace. I think our first win, right? Okay, forget the first win. They've not won a game when they played midweek and then on a weekend this season. They've not won it. Yeah, they've not won. And we beat them when they played midweek and then
they've massively struggled because of the conference league has been very taxing on them. So yeah, no, you should be confident going into that then.
I don't know. I mean, anything could happen.
You just read out a very convincing stat. So
I did, but that doesn't mean they can't draw.
True, but it should be 3 points for you. That's what we're going to put you up to. Villa just lost, so
yes.
You're going to be what, like 2 points off?
No, we'd be level if you win.
Oh, there you go. I mean, I never said Villa win a Towers. I don't know if you did. I don't think you did.
Let's look at the Premier League table, shall we?
So there you go. There you go. Look, if we win, huge for us because we want to be in that pack with you guys. Liverpool, I don't remember who they're playing.
They're playing today against West Ham right now, and I'll give you an update on their score right now.
Go on. Yeah, so I don't.
It's 2-0.
To who?
Liverpool. Hugo Ekitike and Virgil van Dijk.
Is Ekitike in my FPL?
No.
Maybe. Wait, he's not. Oh, for God's sake! Why did I take him out?
Thiago scored. Sorry.
Great. So that means Brentford are also winning theirs too, right? So that's 43.
Yeah, so they're winning 2-0.
So they're going to be.
Oh my God! Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's up to 43. Yeah.
So they're on 43,
Oh,
Liverpool on 48. Yeah, this is a
48.
big game for Chelsea. I can't lie.
Oh, this is pressure. You gotta. If you don't, oh my god, you could be gone.
Okay, calm down. We won't be gone.
I'm just saying, like, you could be in big trouble.
I
if
mean,
you
you're
don't
right.
win.
No, we need to bounce back. We've dropped four silly points against two teams that are fighting for relegation at our own turf. When we played, well, to be fair, Burnley weren't as good, but Leeds, we played some of the best football I've seen as a club, since Maresca got sacked and stuff like that. If we drop more points, I mean, we're probably going to drop points, but it's like I don't see us winning. It's such a weird one. Like, I just want a good performance, but at the same time, we need to get those points. We need to make sure we're with you because you're probably going to beat Palace.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the top 5 races heating up. The title race is heating up. Relegation battle is also heating up. Tottenham.
Yeah. You claimed you're never rivals, by the way. Huh?
Wait, what?
You claimed you don't like you don't have a rivalry with them. You don't.
I don't.
But every week you mention these guys. Every week you mention the Spurs beef you've got every week.
Do you know what it is? It sometimes, isn't it? When you lose, in it, yeah, you gotta bash out like pain on the person when they're down that beat you. So when they're down, innit, you know, just don't kick a man when they're down. No.
Yeah.
I'm getting a bat in and I'm hitting them constantly. I'm gonna break them. But
I get it. Fair.
You could actually relegate them. To be fair, if their form doesn't pick up.
Oh yeah, we play them soon.
Yeah.
And we do always beat them at the bridge. So yeah, you're right.
Oh, Battle of the Bridge, when you beat drew against them to win Leicester the league, you could beat them and set them down. Win-win.
I mean, that does sound like a dream. I can't lie. That does sound like a dream.
I'll take that as a trophy, to be fair, if I was you.
I mean, this is the start of our haram run, by the way. Like, we got Arsenal, then we got Villa, then we got Wrexham. And look, Wrexham, of course, is supposed to sound like a easy tie. We're playing them at their ground, and I can't be bothered with the Ryan Reynolds storylines. So that's going to be another annoying game. Then we got to play PSG at their ground. Then we got to play Newcastle at home. We got to play PSG at our ground, and then we finally play like an Everton. So that's
hang on, don't disrespect Everton because Everton are where? 37 right there.
Yeah, those points we dropped to Leeds and Burnley are going to be very significant. They're going to be very, very significant by the end of the season. Very significant points. And look, they wanted to bring Rosinha in the middle of the year.
That's true. Actually, what are your thoughts? Would you have rather kept Maresca? Or would
I would have kept him until the end of the season. I would have kept him.
Just till the end of the season, then got rid of him.
If you had problems with him and he was going to fall out and you didn't want him anymore, then at the very least, they needed to negotiate or at least come to terms with doing what's best for the club. And they didn't do that because they sacked him immediately as soon as they started having serious problems. If you wait until the end of the season, he's looking to go City anyway. Just deal with
allegedly. Don't upset Yusuf.
And I will upset Yusuf. I hope it happens.
What? He's your manager. You can't say that.
There isn't. But it's just a learning curve, isn't it? He's gonna have to get used to. City probably won't be immediately winning with Maresca. I don't think so. So, yeah. Look, this is the situation the club has put themselves in. This is where Rosinha is gonna have to learn. He's gonna have to learn in a very, very hectic, chaotic environment. If he can beat Arsenal, if we can get a result, if we can play nice football, snatch a win, our defense just. Don't get yourself a silly red card. Maybe.
I mean, you got a red card last time. I mean, actually, no. Forget your defense. Tell Caicedo to relax a bit. Tell him, because he cost you pretty fair. Because you were actually better than them in the home game.
You're right. Let's see who gets sent off this time. Let's see.
But just to wrap up on the game coming up, just a quick point. You see the table right now. You're on 45. Say. Come the end of the season, you finish, let's say 8th, 9th, around there, 8th, 9th, 7th. Do you think Rosinha would get sacked? Because you said you wouldn't sack him. Not you personally. The board. I meant the board.
Yeah, they won't sack him. They don't sack our managers based on performances. I hope you know this. There's not performance.
Graham Potter got sacked.
Yeah, and again, he was in the middle of a Champions League run where he hadn't lost in the Champions League. Oh, he had won or lost to Dortmund, but he was doing well in the Champions League and they sacked him in the middle of that. So it's not performance based. They sack these managers because of disagreements and stubbornness and ego. So if Rosenior goes, it's going to be because he's probably shouting at them for a new centre back, not because we finished 8th or 9th. And they should have expected if we do end up in that nightmare scenario, that's on them because, like I said, they didn't want to sack Maresca at the end of the season or get rid of him by the end. They decided to pull the plug, and if the club goes in free fall, that's on them. But let's see if they care or not, if they really care.
Mm. Well, I mean, if Rosenior does get sacked, I know there's a Portuguese manager that's free right now.
Let's end this video. Let's wrap this up.
Okay, let's wrap this up. Let's get your final thoughts and your prediction for the game.
Final thoughts, Chelsea, just as you see in the bottom left, I will be doing what I did earlier in the season. I will be celebrating.
Oh my God, you are shameless. You are shameless.
If we get a result, look, at the very least, let's put a dent. Let's put a dent in Arsenal's title campaign. Do what Villa did a few years ago. I remember in the 23-24 season. Let's try to do something like that. Get a cheeky 1-1, cheeky 2-2. Play some nice football. Palmer start actually firing, just good stuff. Give me an Esteval versus Timber. Give me an Esteval Timber we'll run it back. And yeah, I'm gonna say in terms of predictions, after everything I just said, I think I'll say I hope for a 1-1 draw, but you know what? Back the club and celebrate. I'm going 1-1. I'm going 1-1. I'm going 1-1.
Chelsea fan has gone with 1-1, and as the neutral Arsenal fan here in the room, he brought up his name. I'm gonna bring up my name. Hold that Dean, innit? You're getting slapped. You're getting 3-1 on your head top, and you're gonna get absolutely abused by Abid, not me. And I'm the neutral.
He can't abuse me. I've already been abused. Okay, I'm used to this. I'm talking about football. The football. I'm used to the abuse.
I mean, I'll just assume because you're in a prison, so I don't know what was going on with you.
Oh crap! And let me change the picture as well. I need to change the picture.
I don't know what was going on with you if you're getting abused. Maybe you did drop the soap.
No, okay. No, end the video.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our Arsenal v Chelsea preview. Some interesting thoughts from Dean about going into the Arsenal Chelsea game. He's scared. He's terrified, as you can see. That's why he's in prison. He's trying to lock himself away from Abid.
Yep.
But make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow us on all our socials. And we'll see you on our next video.
Take care, guys.